Hey guys, so I'm going to show you a little bit of custom intake on this 4.0 liter Grand Cherokee 2000 a year. You don't want to spend a lot of money on a K&N intake. I did this little number here. This would be just a cheap eBay intake that I customized a little bit. About $35 was all I spent on it, instead of like a $200 K&N for absolutely no reason. The only thing you gotta be aware of is you do have to drill a hole right here if you want to actually have the crankcase vent still. Now I don't care for the whole shiny aluminum coating, so I actually took some bed liner and sprayed it on there. It actually came out pretty decent, pretty durable, doesn't wipe off or anything like that. Now there's a lot of dispute about if cold air intakes actually do anything, especially on a vehicle that doesn't have a mass airflow sensor and only has a map. But this one I will include at the end of the video an actual dyno run. Nothing extraordinary, but a little bit of something's better than nothing. The IATs actually went down as well, mainly because of this next little modification that's kind of rigged, but it works. Like I said, I didn't feel like spending $200 on a K&N, so what I didn't want this little eBay intake to get all the hot air from right there, because as you might know, the headers are right underneath the intake manifold in these, so it gets quite hot there. So I'll show you a little bit of what I did here. Now, my Dremel did break right when I started this, so I couldn't get as clean of cuts as I wanted to because I had to use a 3-inch cutoff wheel then. But as you see, I actually brought the intake through. I didn't just cut it off there. And like I said, it wasn't the cleanest cut, so I had to fill it up with some heater hose. That way no hot air got inside. Now I do lightly off-road this thing from time to time. So the windshield wiper fluid reservoir was taken out right here, so there's a big gaping hole. So I didn't want to just leave this lid off. I still wanted to make sure that if any water came up, it was blocked out. I do still have this little pipe here that brings in air from in front of the grill here, as you can see right there. So let me show you a little bit more of what I did in here to make it work a little bit better. This might actually lift up with the box. Yeah, so you can see here. So this normally is just like an actual tube down here, and you only have like an inlet over here. So I actually cut this all off up in here, so that way the filter A can sit in there a little nicer, because it was hitting the top of this originally, and B also just so the flow of air is coming in a little bit nicer, and I can still close it up like normal. So like I said, I mean, it's cheap, it works. I do have a dyno record to prove it. It's nothing fancy, it's just a 4-liter Jeep, but it's something. And if you like the throatier sound, obviously I don't have a before video, but if you're stock, you know what it sounds like. Alright, so my exhaust being cut off doesn't help show the sound all that well. My muffler actually blew up at one point, so I had to cut it off, and now it's just obnoxious. Hopefully on the dyno video you can hear a little bit more on how more throaty it is. It definitely made a severe engine sound difference. So hope this was helpful for you. That way you can save a few bucks on a cold air intake that actually works, and don't have to spend an enormous amount of money for just some name brand thing. I pretty much just like to work around saving people money that actually still functions well. Alright, take it easy guys.